Hello, hello, hello. Turn the volume up. It was way down. Brianna, hey. Hey, Madison. And Lola. Grace Burton. We'll give it a few minutes and let a couple of people get on. So let me know, how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Latifa, Madison, hi. Hey, everybody. It's great to see y'all. So I'm not the only one bored on a Saturday night, is that it? Hey, Amanda. You still enjoying those bracelets, Amanda? I think I got my jade bracelet on tonight with the white jade and the green jade. Hello, Sylvia. I'm so glad to see everybody. Well, what do y'all want to talk about tonight? I had a great Thanksgiving. Seen the family. Enjoyed some good family time. It's been a great holiday. Got my Christmas tree up. Got all that going on. Hi from the UK. Hey, hi from America. Yeah, Amanda, I love my bracelets. Oh my gosh, now my cat wants to crawl on my lap. This is Shadow. This is Cole's kitty's mama. And she's a fat cat now. All right, get in. She, after I had her spayed, she gained quite a bit of weight. She eats all the time. Oh, thank you. Believe it or not, I got this at the dollar store. I seen that one day and I was so amazed that something that nice was in there. I had to have it. Dealing with self-worth. That's something, you know, I think we all deal with. Hi from Holland. And I was going to read y'all this morning. I felt kind of, let's see, how would you say it? I don't know, a lot of self-confident affirmations came to me. And I saved them on my iPad. Let me find them real quick for you. And I'll read them to you. And y'all can feel free to use them. Because you know what? I mean, no matter what we're manifesting, I think it's important for us to feel good about ourselves. It's really important to know that we deserve everything we want. Hello, Victoria. Resentment towards a specific person, yeah. Resentment is something you really have to work on and get that out of there because it doesn't benefit you. It doesn't really hurt the other person. But when you have a whole resentment, it can even cause disease in your body. It's a very, it causes a lot of trouble. I'll put it that way. And that's been proven. A lot of people that if you have unforgiveness, you have resentment or something like that stored up in your mind, it affects your whole body and causes sickness. So really work on trying to, you know, forgive them and let it go because it really, like I said, it doesn't do anything to them at all. And all it does is hurt you. So I'm kind of, hold on a minute, let's see. What to do to people or family if they really cared, they would do this or that. If it's meant to be, it will be. Are you saying that people are trying to control you in your family? Because mine used to do that. So they would try to put guilt trips on you. So I keep affirming with my SP by Christmas. Just keep on doing it. Be diligent. Diligence gets it, and imagining you're already there, that you're already together. I'm telling y'all, that's the secret. Is absolutely, you know, knowing that you just imagining yourself already there. It's already done. You know, you're already together. You're already, just imagine little memories or little daydreams where you're together and you're enjoying different things like sitting on the couch or walking on the beach or anything like that. That helps to move that along. And it doesn't matter if you don't see anything moving. You have to have faith to know that it's moving. Let's see. How many times do we need to revise before we see changes in the 3D? That's hard to say. Usually not but 2 or 3. Like when I revised the latest things I'd worked on, I did it that day and then maybe one other time. But if it's something really important to me, I'll revise it maybe 3 times. But that should usually be enough, and then you just let it go. If concern about not seeing it yet, not seeing signs, looking for signs, that slows your manifestation down quicker than anything. And I mean, I've seen it like 100 times, so I know that's the biggest problem. But I was trying to, okay. If somebody seriously wants these, I'll send you a copy of them. But here's some affirmations that I came up with this morning, my special affirmations for self-concept. Okay. I am always the best version of me. I am always the best version of me. I am total perfection. I am total perfection. I am in full control of my mental conversations. That is very important. You want to be in total control of those mental conversations because those will intercept and mess up your manifestations. I am everything I desire in thought, deed, and appearance. That covers everything. I'm everything I desire in thought, deed, and appearance. I am always confident and at the top of my game. I'm always confident and at the top of my game. I am beautiful and perfect in every way. We are all beautiful and we are all perfect. My youth is renewed daily. I am so loved and wanted and desired. I am always living my best life. I am always living my best life. I am always so wealthy. I immediately see the solution for any issue. I don't know why I had that thought, but you know, a lot of times things come up and you don't know what to do. Well, this you can affirm and start manifesting that you always know what to do within any solution. I walk in perfect health daily. Money is so easy for me to manifest. My business is always thriving. I am so well mentally, physically, and financially. So, like I said, if anybody wants to know more about these, I can't bring them on camera, I don't think, but I can put them in the group. How do you stop focusing on the 3D? Start focusing on what you want. Focusing on your desire. That's all you need to focus on. It's done, it's done, it's done. Continuously play that in your mind. I'm so happy. Me and my SP, we have a wonderful relationship. I'm so happy all the money I wanted has come to me. And you can just make up affirmations as you go along that fits your certain situation. Whatever your certain situation is. You know, I'm so glad I got the best grades ever. I'm making straight A's. I mean, and it's just do it like casual talking. Like you would talk to a friend. But just say it over and over and over. When you're driving, man, that's the greatest time. I affirm continuously from the time I leave the house until the time I get back. I affirm when I'm driving. Because that is like, you know, that way, you know, I focus on the road. But, I mean, those affirmations, it's just easier, you know. And, so let me see if anybody else got some questions. How to heal your life. Changed my life. Oh, well, that's good. Louise Hay? Yes, she's really good. She's really good. And I've noticed a lot of the YouTubers here lately are doing Florence Scovel Shinn. And now I discovered Florence Scovel Shinn before I discovered Neville Goddard. And I ordered her book, and it's like 4 books in one. And it was tremendous. Hers are all affirmations, and she tells stories throughout the book of her different experiences. She taught at a university in New York, and she taught metaphysics. So I was really interested in that, and I learned a lot from her. She talks about, like, if you need money, I have the magic purse of the spirit. It is always jammed and crammed with cash and checks and gold coins. It is overflowing. And you just say that over and over. And because there was a girl that had $2 and she needed money, so Florence gave her that affirmation, and the lady give her one of her dollars. And within a few weeks, she got $6,000. And that was back in the early 20s. So that was quite a lump of cash. So, you know, I like Florence Scovel-Shinn. She's got, hers are mainly affirmations, where Neville talks about, he explains the visualization, the revision, stuff like that. How to affirm a friend I don't like is out of my SP's life. Just turn your attention away from her. She don't exist. She moved away. She's happy somewhere else. You know, you just imagine her that, oh, well, she met somebody and she's moved away. I'm so happy for her. She's moved away. I have a lot of hot and cold behavior. When my SP goes to his town, I affirm. And he says everything I want to, let me see if I can hear. But when he's back to me, he backs off. You just keep affirming. It's just, it might be something that you're thinking about when he's there that you're not thinking about when he's out of town. So, you know, just keep affirming. You know, you and him have a wonderful relationship. He's madly in love with you. Emma, what are you talking about when you try telling them about manifesting? Oh, I don't tell people about manifesting unless it's somebody that needs help with something. I don't. It's kind of like the Bible says, I don't cast my pearls before swine, because usually most people don't understand, so I don't even try to talk to them about it. Now, if it's somebody that's in trouble or something, I might try to. But if I have a friend that's having a problem, I just manifest for them. I've always done that. It's just a habit, you know. That's like helping my niece out the other day. And it's people that's close to me, it's easy for me to manifest. Now, if it's somebody I don't know or I'm not around a lot, then it would be harder. Oh, thank you, Evan. Focusing on living from the end in a time crunch. Pick a day that you want it to happen before the event. Whatever, like if you need money by Saturday, then start saying, I have this amount of money. Say you need $5,000 by Friday. I have $5,000. It'll be here by Friday. I have $5,000 and it will be here by Friday. And you just, imagine that if you need to lay down and meditate, getting in that meditative state, that really helps a lot, where you sit down, be quiet, take some deep breaths, and just relax, and then think of your manifestations. It's just like that puts you in a state akin to sleep. Just like before you go to bed at night, doing your affirmations, and then doing your affirmations first thing in the morning. In the middle of the day, you can still do them, because we're in a state akin to sleep all throughout the day. If you're washing dishes and you're not paying attention to that, you know how to do that. You're just doing it. And you can just stand there and wash the dishes and think about your affirmations. Run your affirmations through your mind. But living from the end, you always want to go to the end or maybe a little bit past it. Like seeing yourself, like say you want to be married, okay? Visualize you and him being together, maybe out to dinner or something like that, and you looking at your rings, or him saying something sweet to you, like, our wedding was so beautiful. That means it's in the past tense. Our wedding was so beautiful. Or something that implies that. Like you've been together for a while. Everything is done. And you just imagine that, and you don't let the things in the 3D get in your way. I mean, yeah, life's problems come and go, and you got bills to pay and all this kind of stuff. But you're always thinking in the back of your mind, I'm so happy we're happily married. I'm so happy. I mean, that's how Neville taught to live in the end. You're still in the back of your mind running that living in the end, you know, all the time. You're always constantly letting it run. That's the mindset that you're in. You're already happily married. Okay, Jordan. Hey, sweetie. I've been wanting to reach out to my SP, but then after I feel like it, I wonder if maybe I need to revise just in case. You saw my success story. Yeah, just, I would have him come to you. I wouldn't worry about that. I would have him come to you. That's exactly what I would do. I would revise that he has contacted you. And that way you don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about, is it the right time? Is it not the right time? You just revise that he comes to you. See him coming to you. Affirm that he's coming to you over and over and over. I mean, until you get contact with him. Do it until you get contact with him. And do it in a confident way that you know you got this. And he'll come. He'll show up. You just got to have faith. Faith goes a long way with manifestation. Manifesting polygamy with both my SPs. Exciting stuff. Okay, whatever floats your boat. I mean, whatever works for you. Manifest whatever kind of relationship that works for you, you know. But it's all the same. Whether you're manifesting a husband or a boyfriend or a new car or money in the bank, you manifest each and everything the same way. You imagine that you already have it. Alva, oh my God, you sound exactly like my SP's mom. I love it. You talking about the tone of my voice or what she tells you? What does it mean when you have a dream that's the exact copy of what you experienced, but a slight difference in, hold on, the background that you notice, like a mirror world, only slightly different? I don't think the world would be different, but if you're having a dream exactly like something you experienced, that could be a confirmation on something that's going to happen or has happened. And let me tell y'all about dreams, okay? I got a friend that's has very strong psychic abilities, and she's always been able to see things and know things, and you know, it's quite an experience just to go shopping with her. She said if you ever see a dream or have 3 dreams that are just either, you know, there's something, the same thing in each one of those dreams, like there's something in 3 sets of 3s. You have 3 dreams, or in the dream there's 3 scenarios or 3 people. You can pretty much count on that dream coming to pass. So that's what I know about dreams. Usually if you have a thing of 3s, verifies that that dream is coming to pass. Now, I have had experience. Let me tell y'all about this. I was in school, and the bus we rode, we had a long bus ride every day. And for some reason, the morning before I ever woke up, I had a dream that I was getting on the school bus, and I seen exactly where everybody was sitting. And it was so weird. When we went out to the bus, everything was exactly like I dreamed. It was so weird. I've never done that before, and I don't think I remember doing it since, but it was really strange. Is it okay to affirm for commitment with the SP but still think as if he's already with me? Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. What affirmation should I use for manifesting a boyfriend? I am so desired. I'm so loved. People just love me. Men are so attracted to me. I have the best boyfriend. I have great relationships. I always have wonderful relationships. I meet wonderful guys. I meet the perfect guy for me all the time. I mean, why not have more than one? You know, then you can choose. So, and it's just, you just affirm stuff like that. And if you ever stop and think about it, you can make affirmations up in your head like that. You just get used to doing it. You know, if something comes up and you don't like the situation, just flip it around, make it an affirmation. Let's see. I keep affirming that someone emails me back immediately, and it's been a week and they haven't responded. What do I do? Just keep affirming. Sometimes there might be some little block in there, and I know we haven't talked about it too much lately, but I even used it today. That faster EFT tapping, that is wonderful. If you have any kind of block that you think you have, or something, some kind of hidden thought or something that you think is slowing down your manifestations, just tap it out, you know. I release and let it go. I release and let it go. I release and let it go. It's safe to let it go. I let it go, and you peace. And if it takes doing it 2 or 3 times, do it 2 or 3 times. But get rid of all negative feelings through faster EFT tappings. It works immediately. And then when you feel good and you don't feel the anxiety anymore, or the apprehension about whatever the situation is, when you tap it out 3 or 4 or 5 times, whatever, wait a little while, and then go back and tap your affirmations in. Robert Smith even talks about that on his videos. He tells you to tap in your affirmations, and it helps it, kind of set, because you're working on your subconscious when you use that, because it's the meridian points in your face. It's not really the tapping itself. You can do it mentally, but it helps to set those affirmations in your brain. I love it, because I had PTSD, I had depression. I tapped all of it out. I got rid of all my medication. It worked for me on everything. What do angel numbers mean? I don't know, but I see them all the time. I am continuously seeing 222, 333, and 444, and then, like the other day, I seen 888. I know 888 is like a sign of spiritual completion, and 9 is the God number. It's the number that represents God. So if you see 3 9s, that's supposed to be really good. I usually have to look them up on my phone to see what they mean when I see them. But I try not to pay a lot of attention to them, because I don't want to replicate them. I want my manifestation. I don't want to just see angel numbers. I want to see results. So, but I do see a lot of angel numbers. Oh, I will save the affirmations, yes. I will post them after this. I'll post them in the Mermaid Gang so y'all can all have them. Because I want everybody to get your, the more your self-confidence is built, the easier your manifestations come. What is your advice and best affirmations on getting my SP to contact me? My SP is always calling me, or I'll say his name. Let's say Robert, okay? Robert's always calling me. He calls me all the time. My gosh, doesn't he have anything to do? Why is he always calling me? Say it like that. Why is he always calling me? But you feel happy in your heart so that your brain knows, why is he calling me? He's always he contacts me every day, just like you're telling a friend. Just in a natural tone. However you would say it, that's the wording that you use. Amanda, yep, that's what works. How do I get him to apologize to me? Like right now. I affirmed for it last night and said no, he has apologized to you. See, that's another thing. When you make an affirmation, make it in the past tense. It's already done. Get what I'm saying? He has already, I knew he would apologize to me. He apologized to me. Yes, he did. He apologized to me. How do I do multiple affirmations? You just make up the ones you want to use and just start saying them. You can say them all. I wouldn't do more than 3 at one time for one specific thing. And if you're affirming for other stuff, whatever's on your mind, like say if you're messing around the house or whatever, and it comes up, you think of your boyfriend, affirm for him. Well, later on that day, you know, you look at your bank account and it's not quite where you want it to be. Start affirming for money, and just, you know, kind of relay them out. But then at night, right before you drift off to sleep, and then first thing in the morning, you know, affirm then for your most important things. And as soon as you get that, then you can step to the next one. Because it's a little bit confusing when you're trying to affirm 4, 5, 6 things. I've tried it both ways, and I get better results when I concentrate on one thing at a time. And I have had instant manifestations. I have laid down and imagined buying winning scratch-off tickets, and got up and went to the store and bought some. And, I mean, tell me this, y'all. Now, come on. How many times have you bought 4 lottery tickets, the same tickets in a row? You just buy, you know, give me 4 of them. They give me 4. Every single one of those tickets was winners. Every single one. I've never experienced that before, but I did that a few months back. So I just play around with manifestation. I play around with it all the time. It's like a game. I don't get serious about it. Have fun with it. How do I stop the hot and cold behavior for good? You're going to have to affirm it continuously until it passes, and then just naturally assume that everything is always good. There's no hot and cold behavior. You don't say there's no hot and cold behavior. Just say he always acts exactly, you know, whatever you want him to do, that's what, or he or she, you just affirm what you want them to be like. Like, they're so kind, they're so loving, they're so attentive to me. He always brings me free coffee. He always brings me flowers. You know, whatever you would like them to do. You don't ever want to center on what they're not doing. I keep doing that. My past doesn't define me. Right. Your past doesn't define you, but you are living your best life now. You are living your best life right now. Okay? And it's going to get better and better and better every day. I am always the best version of me. Yes. Total perfection. Yes. Those are great. Yep. I walk in perfect health daily. Yeah. What about having a dream where it's the opposite of what you want? I dreamt my SP married the 3P last night. Oh, girl, you be affirming. You don't want that dream to stick in your brain. I would even say I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. That's what I do. I rebuke that crap in the name of Jesus right now. No, 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 no. You know, he is so in love with me. He only wants me. He only thinks about me. I'm the one woman that is on his mind 24/7. I would kind of do a little, you know, rant. Yeah, that's what I would do on that one. Yes, keep doing it every day. And maybe also affirm he's the perfect version, and obviously apologized. Yeah, and you don't want to have to do long affirmations. Just, you know, I just knew he would apologize to me. I knew he would apologize. Loop them such as I'm perfection. Everyone loves me. Yes, Jordan. Yeah, that's good. You can say those over and over and over again. And I'm going to tell y'all, as much as you can, try to practice revision. Because revision works really good, because your subconscious mind sees in pictures. Which, granted, every time you do an affirmation, you're going to create a picture. But the more you practice visualization, the easier it gets. And all of a sudden, you'll notice that you'll be able to just pop that vision in there, what you want it to be. No, that's not what I want. I want this. And you picture it in your mind. Like the house you want or the car you want. You know, start off practicing with stuff like that. Or the new shirt you want or whatever. And visualize that and get used to doing stuff like that. Like I make little scenarios. When there's something I want to manifest really badly, I use my cousin. Me and her have a conversation. I pretend, you know, or I visualize that she's come over and she actually spoke this to me one day. I had been visualizing that I'm the woman that has it all. And that she was telling me that. Well, the first time she come over, after I had been affirming that, she walks in the door and looks around. You are the woman that has it all. I said, yes, I am. So it was great. But it's fun to do stuff like that. I've noticed no one has asked, what if your SP is anxious towards you? You just affirmed that they're calm, that they're always at ease around you. They are always at ease around you. Hey Dee, how you doing? Florence Scoville-Shin, yep. She has a lot of, she also has for, now people that's got sick people in your family, she has a lot of good affirmations for healing and for sickness. And they're really, really good affirmations. I would recommend buying her book. The Game of Life and How to Play It. Yep. I've got that one. And, well, the book I bought has all 4 of her books in one. So, yeah. Ashley, yeah, you're doing great, but that 3P, she's got to go. She's gone. Put it already in your mind. She's met somebody else and she's moved away. That's how you get rid of that. She is happy, happy, happy. You're not wishing anything bad on her or anything like that. You're just, you know, you're just so happy for her that she's met somebody and moved away. So, don't worry, she'll go. Just keep at it. How to have confidence in your power and not think manifestations are coincidences. Honey, there's nothing a coincidence. Holly, it doesn't matter. Everything that happens, you have created it in your world in one way or another. Either that or somebody has thought it about you. So there's not really any coincidences at all. So just have faith that what you desire, I mean, the Bible even tells you, you know, to decree a thing and it will be, and it'll be given unto you. Or, let's see, how does it go? Decree a thing and it will be established unto you. That's what it says. Decreeth, and it says it's Job. I can't remember the exact verse. But, I mean, even throughout the Bible, the proverb says that life and death are in the power of the tongue. Well, you got to start with a thought before you can speak it out. So that's all connected. Your words are very powerful. Your thoughts are very powerful. There are no accidents. Do you suggest looping affirmations over every night? Yes, I do. You've got to say them until you feel comfortable that it'll almost seem like they're a memory. I mean, if it takes 6, 8, 10 times, do it 6, 8, 10 times. I mean, how bad do you want what you want? You know, you've got to have the determination that you already have it, you're affirming it, and you want to affirm it to make sure that it's in your subconscious. Let's see, hold on. Oh, you have her book too? Yeah. Isn't that Emma? Just your old thoughts purging. Keep on top of your mental diet and affirmations. That's it. Yeah, a lot of that hot and cold behavior is just purging. You know, because he's trying to change from the first person that you assumed he was to this new person that you've assumed he was. Because, see, everything is by your assumptions. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, it's, I mean, he don't know what's going on, or she doesn't know what's going on. But, I mean, it's just part of it, you know. I mean, they change from whatever you were assuming to whatever your new assumption is. And that takes a little bit of transition period. Having a dream where you need to start affirming and visualizing more when you're having a dream that's opposite of what you want. Oh, can you link the book at some point? You talking about Florence Scovel Shinn's? You can find her book on Amazon, and it's not expensive. You can get the paperback edition. And it's called The Game of Life and How to Play It. I'll post a picture of it and put it in the Mermaid gang so everybody can see it. What's the fastest way to get over feeling hurt by a friend who lied by omission and left you out of the plans? You just sometimes, Olivia, you just have to forgive them, sweetie. You just, you know, you stop and think, you know, I mean, maybe they didn't do it with any malice. Maybe they just weren't thinking, you know. Sometimes people are just not thinking. So don't keep pent up resentment in you. Just release and let it go, you know. Let's see. Sammy said, if you're afraid to make a move, it's a block. Can you elaborate on that? She talked also about, yeah, with your current SP. She talked about, you know, but you don't want to jump out there and have contact or do something to throw it out, because Neville is specific on, you know, you can't do anything to bring your manifestation into fruition. All you do is imagine it and believe you have it. Everything else is taken care of, you know, by whatever you believe. God, the universe, yourself, whatever. But there's nothing you can do to, you know, speed that manifestation up other than believing that you have it. The faster you believe that it's like you want it, the faster it will come into reality. Let's see. That's what I believe about on the blocks. And another thing you can do on the block, I have no blocks. I've never had any blocks. Everything, I manifest everything quick and easy. Everything comes to me so easy. You know, you just ignore them. But hot and cold behavior, just manifest it out. Just affirm it out is what I'm saying. Just affirm it out, visualize it out, and it'll get okay. It'll level itself out. And once you have a relationship in the way that you want it, then you just do affirmations like, you know, it pays to do this from time to time. Just say things like, I'm so happy. I have a perfect relationship. Everything in my relationship is perfect. My husband is wonderful. My wife is wonderful. Everything is wonderful with us. It's always good to keep affirming positive things like that. What is your favorite Neville book? My Imaginings. I think that's what you call it. Because I've got, it's hard to choose. I have like 5 of them. Let's see. And I have them all on Kindle. I read them all the time. Awakened Imagination. That's the one where I printed the other day, where he's talking about your inner speech is perpetually all written around your happenings. And learn to relate these happenings to your inner speech, and you will become self-taught. By inner speech is meant those little mental conversations which you carry on with yourself. That's another thing that's very, very important. Those little inner conversations can tear down everything you're trying to manifest. So you have to be, you know, be aware of them and knock them out, you know. I mean, you change your inner conversations to things that you want it to be. Like, it's almost like you're affirming, and you're affirming on top of those so that you keep those down, keep those from popping in your head, the little negative thoughts that you get. Can you give some advice on affirming somebody out of a depressive state? I'll give you an example. Okay, this was visualization, and I have done this before for other people. I read a story in Neville where this lady had been studying under him, and she went to this lady that was working in a grocery store, meat store or something, and the woman looked very haggard, very tired, very almost like she was sick, and she sounded and felt sick. The woman never said anything to this woman the whole time. She got her order, she paid her for it, and then when she got home, before she even put her groceries down, she stood there and she imagined that woman smiling and telling her that she was so well. She was so well. And she said she did it maybe 2 or 3 other times. She would just think of that woman, and she would think of that woman telling her, you know, I'm so well, I'm so good, I'm so well. And the next time she went back, like 2 weeks later, the woman was all happy and smiles, and she said, well, you look so good today, what's going on? And she said, oh, I was having financial problems, and I had a relative that passed away and left me a nice inheritance. So I've paid off all my bills, and I got my store going, and everything's perfect. So you can do things like that for people. You can just, you know, if you see a situation, just imagine them how they would want to be. If they don't have a job, imagine them, they found the perfect job. And just hear them say, it's something about that hearing the voice. If you can remember their voice and hear it, that is a really good way to get your manifestations going. Sammy even used the hearing thing a lot. And you can just imagine them, you know, telling you, you know, instead of being depressed, that they are so cured, they're so well, they're doing so great, everything is perfect in their life. Just hear them saying that. And do that 3 or 4 times. That's a form of revision, and it'll be amazing. You know, the changes you'll see in it. Like I had my brother-in-law. He was always complaining about his job. He hated his job. It was a terrible job. Blah 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 blah. I got sick and tired of hearing that. So I went to revising. Jeff coming home and telling me that he loved his job. His job was wonderful. It was awesome. Everything was going great. Because me and his wife, my sister, we were remodeling my mom's house. And 2 days later, well, Jeff, how was your day today? Oh, it was great. Man, everything went perfect. This job is awesome. I was like, yeah. So we just looked at each other and laughed because she manifests too. Like I said, have fun with manifestations. I always get people to do things that they wouldn't normally do. And another thing, that builds your confidence when you do that. It builds your confidence and helps you to manifest more and more and more things that you want in your life. It's a way of life. It's not just something that you do and then lay down and walk off from. It's a total life-changing situation that helps you in every area of your life because you can use it for everything. Freya, don't worry about that. Just keep affirming. Just keep affirming. Don't give up on that she unfriended you. Yeah. It doesn't mean anything. I don't think it does anyway. I mean, I don't think it has any real effect on it. It's just, it might be an old purging or something coming out, but I would just keep affirming on it, you know? And don't stress over it. You know, don't be freaking out over it. There's nothing that you need to be upset about, okay? You just manifest it. It is done. You've got to have that attitude, because that attitude is what, you know, we are created in the image of Almighty God. We are created to create. So we have an authority. We have the authority to command things that be done in a certain way. That's what you do. Emma, what if your SP is anxious towards you? I thought I answered that one. You just keep affirming that he's totally comfortable around you. That's all you do. I'm affirming that he's confident, but he's nervous and shy. He'll get out of it. You just keep affirming that he's confident in himself and that he's always relaxed. Say that. He's always relaxed around you. So that should help too. What has been your best manifestation? My new car. I know y'all have seen my pictures of Pearl. I am so happy with that car. Y'all just don't know. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I got that thing in 30 minutes. I've never bought a car that fast in my entire life. But I had been affirming for quite a while that I wanted a new car. And it took me a while to decide which exact car I wanted. But I knew I wanted a white one. And I knew that I wanted third row seating and captain's chairs. And I wanted gray interior. And I wanted all the little bells and whistles like the lane change assist and the touch screen and all that stuff. I knew what I wanted in it. And so I got up one morning. I was going shopping with my cousin. And I told her, I said, you know what? I think I want to stop by and look at those new Highlanders while we're over that way. And she said, okay. So we went shopping, did our thing, got Christmas stuff and all that, and had lunch. And then we left there and we went to the dealership. And the car they showed me was a black one, which I don't like black. It shows too much dirt. It's too hard to keep clean. And it was very nice. And then, I mean, she didn't even show me the car that was right beside it. I seen it. And it was a white, you know, Highlander. It was hybrid. And I looked inside of it and it had, I mean, I fell in love automatically. And I just give her a little bit of information. And I left there. And by the time I got back to my house, she said, you want to come pick it up? So I come picked it up. In 30 minutes, we was gone. We were done. Never had that experience before. It was like bam, bam, bam. So it was all meant to happen. I totally believe that. And I've already, you know, I have already manifested. Before I knew about manifesting, I'd manifested 2 houses. Men, I've always, SPs, I don't even, you know, give that a second thought. So, I mean, I've never had a problem with men. And since I've learned to manifest, they pretty much do whatever I want them to. You just got to keep practicing. Practice, practice, practice. Work on every little thing. The more you get successes, the more it builds your confidence, and the more you'll be, you know, easier to manifest the stuff that you want. I've been aware of manifesting, let's see, I think 3 years now. I've seen that movie, The Secret. I was watching it with, Sammy watched it, and then she told me about it. I watched it. And then I went and stayed with a friend of mine for about a year we went to Tennessee. She was handicapped, and I was taking care of her. And that's when I found Neville. So I knew about manifesting a little before that, but it's been about 3 years ago that I learned that there was such a thing. And I rewatched The Secret again the other day just to see, you know, how I felt about what they said. And I understood so much more now than what I did then. So if you get a chance, go back and watch it again. They have some good tips in there. Some tips on manifesting SPs. You just, I like to do visuals, okay? Like if I have a picture, you know, I like to look at that picture and then I will think about them in my mind. And it's absolutely easy, y'all. I mean, I'm telling you, when you're thinking about somebody, they're thinking about you. That's really true. You think about them really hard, seeing them in your mind, they're thinking about you. Yes, and put yourself first. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see. What else did you say, Jamie? Let's see. I understand. Put yourself first because you are God of your reality and can have everything you want. That's exactly it. We can have anything we want. I mean, we're the stuff, y'all. We the stuff. You can have anything you want. We were made to create our world and then walk in it. That's the truth. Let's see. Jessica Goodyear. Can you DM it to a coach to Anonymous? I don't know. How many times do you do visuals? As many times as I need to until it comes into fruition. I want to, I visualize on mine until I see it happen. So, because, you have this feeling that it's already done, but you don't do it like you're anxious or whatever, and you're not looking for signs. You don't look for signs. You just, you say your affirmations and you have confidence that like I said, just like when you order a package from Amazon, you've already paid for it. You know that package is coming. Okay? You don't have to stress about it. You know that sooner or later, in a few days, it's going to be showing up at your door. Same thing with the SP. Same thing with the money. Same thing with all of it. Be confident in your affirmations. Let's see. And I usually do visuals, like I said, until I see it. Now, revision is different. When I revise something, I'll revise it, and I maybe do it 2, maybe 3 more times. And that's all I do with that. And I let it go, and I say, it is done. And, if I think about it, it's just kind of like a flash in my mind. Oh, that's done. That's taken care of. I don't have to worry about that. Do you have advice for manifesting a partner you have deep empathy for, who was trauma bonded? Ooh, you would have to take and do some work on them. That would be, that would take some good visualization of visualizing them telling you that they are free. They are absolutely free. And I would do that quite a bit until they told you they're free. I believe they will come to you and tell you. How many days should I focus on self-concept before SP? You should be doing self-concept all the time. We are always needing to, build our confidence. We want to be confident. We want to have the look that we want. There's always something to work on self-concept. You just make yourself a better and better person. I swear my current SP started this nonsense, randomly popped in my head. Maybe he's thinking about you, Amanda. Because I'm telling y'all, when you think of other people, or when you accidentally say their name instead of somebody else's name, when you're thinking of somebody else, they're thinking about you. Okay. Yes, our thoughts manifest. Let's see here. I don't know what time it is. But, manifesting away bad credit. Oh, yeah. Because, see, what y'all don't understand about me, the big deal about buying the car, I went for a while without any income, except for a small income from my rental property I had. And I got behind on everything because I had so many problems. Well, when you get into that hole, it takes a while to get out of it. I got a couple of settlements and paid stuff off, but that was still lingering and hanging over my head. And I just kept saying, I got perfect credit. I can buy anything I want. I have perfect credit. I can finance anything I want. I have no problems. And I just kept saying that. So when they told me that car went right through, I'm like, okay. Apparently my manifestations have already worked, and I didn't even know it. So, because I really, that was a concern of mine. But apparently it was not a problem. Do you have any advice for revision for a broken aircon? What's an aircon? I don't know what that is. Jasmine, can you explain it a little bit better? Marcia, can you please explain what an affirmation is? An affirmation is anything that you come up with to counteract a situation that you don't like. That's what it is. Affirmations are, you know, like your SP, he's madly in love with me. I'm the only woman he ever wants to be with. It's always, an affirmation is something that you say to counteract a situation that you don't like. You know, you want your SP to be more, you know, attentive to you, or you want him to be, you know, to propose, or you want a new car. I got a new car. You pretend. I mean, it's just like a kid's game. Like, when I wanted that car, I would pretend I was, you know, when I was driving my car, I would, like, feel the steering wheel, and I would feel the insignia on it. I would think, oh, man, ain't this fun? I love this new car. I mean, I felt just like I had that car for 2 months. Every day. Every time I drove my car, I would imagine that I had my new car. I just love my new car. I just love my new car. And that's what you do. I mean, it's just a big game of pretend, y'all. And making affirmations, any problem that you got, you just turn around, flip it, and affirm that. And that's an affirmation. Is the SP not thinking about you every time you're affirming about him? I guarantee you he is. Because we're all connected. Think about this. We are all connected. Every single one of us. That's why everybody is you pushed out. That's why you can be talking or thinking about somebody and they'll call you. Or they'll text you. We're all connected. How do I personally deal with 3D and patience? I don't worry about it. It's not a concern. That's not my job. I don't worry about 3D. If something comes up that I don't like the way it's going, I just flip it around and start affirming that it's the way I want. That's all I do. I'm telling y'all, I mean, maybe I'm living in fantasy world, but it worked for me. I don't worry about time. I just, like when I wanted to sell that couch, I said that couch would be sold by Friday. Well, it sold on Tuesday before Friday. So, I mean, and I've did that 2 or 3 times. I've never had no problem in it. The only thing I haven't done yet is I have some really noisy neighbors, and I would like for them to happily move somewhere else. So I'm manifesting that now. What are your thoughts on letting go? You don't let it go. I know what they're talking about. But what they're talking about is when you revise, okay? When you revise something, say 1 or 2, 3 times, and then they call that letting go, you're not really letting it go. You're just not affirming it anymore, because you have already affirmed in your mind that it is done. So if it's done, you know, you're not trying to bring it to you. It's already there. You just accept that it's already done. It's a done deal. And you just don't worry about it. You don't revise it anymore. That's what they're talking about. But yeah, like affirming for your boyfriend or something like that, if you're just affirming, yeah, you keep affirming. Revision is the only thing you just do 2 or 3 times and let it go. But like I said, you're not forgetting about it. You know, it's just whenever it pops in your mind of the situation, you just think, oh, well, that's already done. That's already taken care of. How can we affirm to change the pattern of plans with an SP and them canceling last minute or postponing? Oh, no, they're not. Oh, no. You affirm, you revise that he came back and took you out, or you did whatever that you had planned to do. You affirm that he never, ever cancels on you. He always keeps his appointments with you. You are the most important thing in his life, and he is always prompt on his appointments with you, or his dates with you, or his whatever plans, however you want to put it. Put it in your natural words. But yeah, you put a stop to that right there. Go ahead and revise it, that he is always keeps his word to you. He always keeps his word to you. What will work with physical things like scars? Rub your hand over it or your eyes and, oh, my eyes. I was working because I was having problems with this eye. I don't know what it was, but it was like I would put my eyeliner on one eye, this eye, and it would be fine. When I went to this eye, I couldn't see good with this one. And I just kept affirming my eyes are perfect. I'm so happy my eyes are perfect. I have perfect vision. I have 20/20 vision. My eyes are perfect. Have always been perfect. So that's what I do for that. How to revise a tearful heartbreak and a heartfelt apology. Yeah. You would just imagine, instead of that happening, instead of the heartbreak, think of something, another way you would have rather that situation have went, and revise that. Remember that. Run that, loop it over and over in your mind. So, Ashley, hello. Erica. Oh, thanks. That's some music I just got playing on the video. So I'm in search of a new home, and today I found the home of my dreams. But I talked with the owner, and the rent cost... Oh, no, it don't. No, it don't. No. You've got that house, and it's the exact amount you need to pay. You revise that. That rent on that house is the exact amount that you're able to pay. You have your house. Be confident in it. Affirm in it. If you want a script about it, make you a little script. I love scripting too. And when you're scripting, if you're visualizing as you're writing, that has a bomb effect. I mean, it really does help a lot. So yeah, you got your house, you've got the money, everything is worked out for you. Yeah, don't lose out on your house. You got your house. Do you recommend manifesting your SP in steps, calls, text message, etc.? You can. I mean, this, whatever you feel comfortable with. Some people want to go to the end and already do the wedding. Well, you don't have to do that. I mean, you can manifest in steps. That's fine. Whatever you feel comfortable that works for you. He's always contacting me. You know, my SP is madly in love with me. I always start with that one because you want them to be in love with you, because that engulfs a whole area, you know, of situations. I mean, if they're madly in love with you, they're going to be calling you. They're going to be contacting you. They're going to be wanting to, you know, spend time with you. So it's, you know, I would start with that one and then go from there. Any tips on affirming even when you're spiraling? When you're just take yourself a minute, take some deep breaths, and stop. And think to yourself, there's no sense in me doing this. This does not benefit me at all. And then affirm, 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 and then go on from there. But just stop yourself and take a deep breath. No, this is not, you know, this doesn't benefit, spiraling doesn't benefit you at all. It slows down your manifestation. And besides, it's not real. Think about it. It's 3D. It's not real. So don't let anything, you know, have you spiraling out of control. Is manifesting your SP to be in love with still natural? It's been obsessed with you. Teresa, what are you talking about? Is he obsessed with you? I mean, I would say that he's madly in love with me because, I mean, you don't never know. With obsessed, people have different ideas about that word. So, I mean, if obsessed to you means that he's just, you know, bringing you gifts all the time, buying you coffee, doing things for you, being sweet. But now if it's one of them where he's tracking every move you make and wanting to know everywhere you're at and who's on your phone and checking your phone, no. You don't want none of that. I'm trying to manifest health and recovery for a family member. Visualize them well. Oh, I found out that he passed away. I'm sorry. Yeah, I lost a family member to COVID too. She passed away. But she had other health issues. You didn't go wrong. Sometimes when people are really sick, now y'all listen to me, when people are really sick and they really don't, if they can't, they're in their own mind see a way out, they choose, because death is nothing but stepping from this world to the next spiritual world. That's all it is. It's just stepping from this world to the next world. And some people choose to go ahead and step over to the next world. That's why a lot of people see spirits and ghosts around people that are passing, because their loved ones come to see them as they're passing. You know, my mom had people in her room when she passed. It's a very special thing to me, because I really understand that moving on part, you know. So, but you didn't do anything wrong. Don't ever think that. Don't beat yourself up over that. You didn't do anything wrong. If they chose, you know, and this might have been their specific time. You don't never know that either. If they chose to go, then there was nothing you could have done to keep them here. So, how to unsee something in the 3D? Just manifest over it, I guess. I don't know how you would unsee something that you've already seen. Unless you revise it. Now, you can revise it. So, I would say that revise it. That it never even happened. How to start believing that it's yours and push through the doubt. You just have to keep affirming till it gets in your brain that you have what you want. You deserve what you want. That's a lot of time is self-concept work. You need to affirm that you are, because sometimes we don't feel like we're worthy. Sometimes we don't feel like we are enough, but we are. We are always enough. We are always worthy. We're always deserving. We all deserve to have a happy life. So, yeah, a lot of times you do have less resistance when you manifest in steps. Everybody is different, so whatever works for you is what you need to do. And that's why I tell everybody, you know, experiment with manifestation. See what works for you. Because some people could believe in $500 and receive it. Other people could, believe in $1 million and receive it. It's all in your mental ability. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just everybody's different, you know. We're all connected, but we're also all different. We learn in different stages. Okay, so my SP and this girl is saying that she is pregnant by him. How can I remove the baby? You don't know that there is a baby. And make him come back. Just revise that he's found out she's not really pregnant. If you can do the bigger picture without resistance, you can. However, steps can be less resistance, yeah. Well, guys, I hate to, but I need to get off of here. But I will try to answer the rest of y'all's questions later on tonight. But I've been on here for probably quite a while. Not really sure what time it is. Yeah, it's 8:30. We've been doing this for an hour. So, but I have loved chatting with everybody. I hope y'all, have enjoyed this. Oh, really hot in Australia, Jasmine? Oh, maybe your AC will keep working. If we're craving someone so deeply, does that mean they also want us? Everyone is you pushed out? Very well could be. Test the water. See what happens. Yes, our affirmations are working even when we're crying. Even when you're mad as hell and you're affirming, your affirmations still work. But it really helps to calm yourself down, stop spiraling, because this is one lesson. Take this from the old lady. I have learned one thing in life. This too shall pass. Everything, this too shall pass. It'll all pass. And the world's not going to fold up and roll up. The world's not going to stop turning. And every situation will work itself out if you believe. You got to believe and have faith. Everything will work out the way you want it to. Let's see. Miss Boss Lady. I like that. If affirming that you are the woman that has it all, should it be the only thing you lose? You can. I mean, because that's an umbrella affirmation, and it covers a whole lot of things. I would even add, isn't it wonderful? I'm the woman that has it all. There was a woman that Neville told the story about. She got up every morning and said, let's see, how was it? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? I'm a very wealthy woman. I have $50,000. And she said that every morning, and come to find out, she was buying a newspaper for a little old lady down the street. And when that little old lady passed away, which was, I don't know, probably about 6 or 8, 12 months later, that woman left her all her money, and she had well over $50,000. So that worked out on her part. If you assume they want you back, then yes, it's all your assumptions. It's whatever you assume. If you're assuming that they want you back, I would think that they do want you back, because that's your assumption. And you just start affirming on it, and things will just come together. Yes, that's right, Dee. Whatever's happening, whatever you're having a problem with, flip it around and write out what you would want to happen, and that's what you affirm. Yeah. Whether it's, I don't know if you're still, looking at properties or whatever, I had some other people doing that. They were affirming that everything goes their way. Everything always goes my way. Everything is always easy for me. Those are 2 good, easy affirmations that encompass whatever you're working on at the time. It's not working, and we have a dinner party here tonight. Jasmine, just keep affirming. Everything always works out for me. Everything's perfect. Everything is perfect in my world. Everything's perfect in your world. That one is, that one has saved us a lot of times. All right, guys. I have got to go. I really got to get off of here. Yes. Because crying is to do with your emotions, whereas affirming is changing your thoughts. Affirming changes your thoughts, but affirming also has to do with your emotions. It's all tied in together. So, all right, girls, guys, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. This has been lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, y'all have a great time, and I will talk to you later.